Good morning. Today is Thursday, October 8th, 2020, and our I Can for Math today says I can multiply using the area model. So I'm going to start with a very simple example to remind you what area means. You did area in third grade. Area equals the length times the width. And so that means if you had a space in your backyard for your dog to play, let's pretend this is your dog's play space, and he had 3 yards on this side and 5 yards on this side. So I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4 lines down to make 5 yards. I could say, how much area does he have to play on the inside? Well, we could count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 yards. So your dog's play space would be 15 yards, and we put this little 2 up here to mean square yards because they're not straight lines, they're actual squares your dog could play in. This is how we find the area. For those of you who are more familiar with it, you probably remember that you just did 5 times 3 and you got 15. And that's what we're going to do today. So here's example number 2. We're going to do 68 times 6. 68 times 6. 68 is a 2-digit number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a large rectangle. I'm going to come down 3 lines and go over all the way to my margin and then close my rectangle. If my biggest number is 2 digits, then I need 2 boxes. If my biggest number was 3 digits, I would need 3 boxes. If it was 4 digits, I'd need 4 boxes. But this is only 2 digits, so I need 2 boxes. I'm going to make the first box a little bit bigger than the second box. My number is 68. So let's take 68 and stretch it out. 68 means 60 plus 8. I'm going to do 68 times 6. So 6 is going to come on this side. Now watch what I'm going to do. In this box right here, I'm going to multiply these 2 together. And we practiced some numbers like this in a sprint earlier, so I bet you can do this. 60 times 6 goes in this box. Which 2 numbers do you think goes in this box? 8 times 6. Now it's important you're practicing your extra math because we have to know our math facts in order for us to be able to figure these out. What is 6 times 6? 36. And then we make it 10 times bigger, 360. That's part of our answer, but now I have to do the same thing over here. This is a tricky one. What's 8 times 6? 48. So I have 2 partial answers. They're partial products. It's almost my product, but I have to put them together. So I'm going to go over to the margin, and I'm going to write 360 plus 48. I'm going to add these together. What's 8 plus 0? 8. What's 6 plus 4? 10. And what's 3 plus 1 more? 4. 408. So I think that my answer is 408, but I don't know for sure. So we have to check. Well, how do you guys want to check? Sure, we could do a number line. We could do quick picks. I was going to do repeated addition because to me, it's the easiest and the fastest. It's up to you. You pick the way that you like, but you have to check somehow. So I need to write 68 in my margin 6 times. Yes, you could write 68 times, but that would take a lot of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to write it 6 times because this says times 6. So 8s are harder to skip count by. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Can I write 48 down here? No, so the 8 can stay, but I have to bring my 4 next door to a bigger number. Let's skip count by our 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Ah, 408 matches 408. We got it right. This is one of my favorite ways. You'll learn my most favorite way in a couple days, but this is a good way and a faster way to multiply. Let's try another one. This time I'm going to give you a 3-digit number. I'm going to say 752 times 5. Again, we're going to need to start with our same shape. We need a rectangle. So I'm going to come down 3 boxes, 3 lines, go all the way over to my little light pink margin, come down and close my rectangle. Now we need to do something with 752. How many digits are in 752? 3 digits. We need 3 boxes. So I made 2 lines down. Now I'm still looking at this number, 752. I need to take 752 and stretch it out into expanded form. So I would have 700 plus 50 plus 2. And I'm going to multiply by 5. So 5 goes on the side. What number is going to go right here in this box? What am I going to multiply? If you said 700 times 5, you were exactly right. What numbers will I multiply in this box? 50 times 5. And what numbers should I multiply in this box? 2 times 5. All right, so let's do it. What is 7 times 5? 35. But now I have to make it 10 times bigger and 10 times bigger again. And that is part of my answer. It's my partial product. What is 5 times 5? 25. Don't forget to make it 10 times bigger. And now I have another part to my product, 250. What's 2 times 5? 10. Do I need to make it 10 times bigger? No. There it is. But what should I do with these 3 numbers now? That's right, I need to line them up in the margin and add them. 3,500 plus 250 plus 10. And remember, we line them up on the side where the decimal point would be at the end. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7. And 3 plus nothing is 3. 1, 2, 3. Put my comma. I think that the answer is 3,760. But I need to know for sure. So I'm going to use repeated addition. It's just my favorite go-to for now. Now, after you learn another strategy, I would pick this other strategy instead. But for now, that's my go-to. So I'm going to take 752 in my other margin and stack it 5 times. All right, let's add them up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 0 goes down. I carry my 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. 6 goes down. I carry my 2. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 36, 37. Here's my decimal point at the end. 1, 2, 3, put a comma. 3,760 matches 3,760, and we know that we're right. This is how area model works. Now, the last one we're going to do is slightly trickier than the others, but it follows the same pattern. So if you found this to be a pattern, you're going to like the last way. The only difference is this time I'm going to be using a 2-digit number instead of a 1-digit number for one of my factors. So this is number 4. I'm on the back of the same page. My problem says 76 times 84. Take a second and get that copied. I know I'm going to need to start with a rectangle. So I'm going to start with my normal rectangle. Because it's a 2-digit number, I'm going to need 2 boxes. And now I'm going to take 76, excuse me, take 76 and stretch it apart, which would be 70 plus 6. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. Now I have to do 84. Well, 84 is a 2-digit number as well. So guess what? On the side here, I need 2 boxes. So I'm going to make another box going below this one. I've got 76, and on this side I've got 80 plus 4. Every number needs to get its own box, so we have somewhere to multiply them. So if you have a 2-digit times a 2-digit, you end up needing 4 boxes total. Okay, so what do you think I'm going to put in this very first box? I have this box that I need to fill. Which 2 numbers look like I need to multiply in this box? If you said 70 times 80, you were exactly right. Which numbers do I need to put just below it? 70 times 4. Good job. Now let's come over here. What 2 numbers go in this box right here? 6 times 80, or 80 times 6, it doesn't matter. Remember, it's commutative. You can change it around any way you like. And then what about the last box? 6 times 4. All right. Now if I have a number in every box, I'm ready to multiply. This is a hard one. What's 7 times 8? 56. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 8, 56. I'm going to make it 10 times bigger, and then 10 times bigger again. And 5,600 is part of my partial product. It's part of my answer. What is 6 times 8? 48. And then I need to make it 10 times bigger. So this is another part of my product. It's part of the product. What is 7 times 4? 28. Then I need to make it 10 times bigger. It's another part of my product. And then lastly, what's 6 times 4? 24. And I need to add these together. So I'm going to take all 4 of these partial products and stack them in my margin and add my numbers together. I'm going to line them up with the biggest number on the top. So I used that one. And then 480 looks like the next biggest. And then 280 looks like the next biggest. And then 24. And I'm going to add these together. Now, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4. Give me 4. 8 plus 8 is 16, 17, 18. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 2 more is 12. Plus 1 more is 13. And then 5 plus 1 more is 6. We lined up our decimals. That's how we made sure we had everything in the right place. And now I count 1, 2, 3, put a comma. So I think the answer is 6,384. Now, I have good news for you. I'm not going to suggest that you do repeated addition for this one because it would take a really long time. But tomorrow and the next day, we're going to be learning a strategy that will give you a way to check this to make sure that your work was correct. But for today, you are done with notes and it's time to go do some practicing. If you get confused, look in your notebook and you'll find an example that you can use to figure it out. Work hard. Have a good day.